Welcome to the episode of Bleav in Falcons. I'm your host, Ovie Mughelli. I have my co-host, Michael Turner, and as always, we're presented by FanDuel. Mike, we're in the slow days of the offseason. It is guys are still relaxing. There's a great gym called Exos, EXOS. There's one in downtown Atlanta and Alpharetta. Y'all can't come to it. It's for athletes only, NFL players only. And I'm there, and it's for all NFL players, current and former. And I've been going there for like 2-3 months. But now it's the offseason. We got a lot of current players. So I see like these young boys, no gray hair. They get it for the Packers gear, and guys wearing Cardinals gear. And I'm meeting all kinds of people, and I'm just, we working out, and I ain't trying to bother them because they working out too. But after we finish, we talk a little bit, and it's fascinating hearing these guys' stories and getting back into the mindset of a player in the offseason to where most of the guys, except for the ones who are obviously millions of dollars, top tier athletes, they are hungry. They want it so bad. They are doing everything they can to get back healthy, to find an edge. They're not trying to, I don't say most of the guys, but the guys at least who are Exos, they're trying to figure out ways to make sure they not only make the team, not only start, but have a key role. And, obviously the Falcons aren't going to be there because they're here in town. They have their own facility. But I just wonder, Mike, at this point right now, are we doing everything we can do to make sure we're set up for success when fall comes? Because when fall comes, it's too late. If you start right then, guys need to be starting now. So I'm hoping that not just our players, but our coaches, our GMs, they're all doing as much as possible to help us win. And it looks good. A lot of movement going on.
Oh yeah, I think these days it's more of a year-round. Guys work out more year-round probably than we did in our days. They got a long stretch of downtime. I remember we was in OTAs and stuff like early, kind of like getting the all-season workouts in, kind of like in March. You know what I'm saying? Coming around. I think they get more of a break now, so it's more up to them to stay in shape on their own, more per se. You know what I'm saying? And then what we had to do, because we were in the playoffs, and I feel like a month later we was right back at the facility. You know what I'm saying? So crazy. So times are different, and it's more relaxed schedules as far as the off season. So it's really to me, I don't know, to me it's like a really preparing with outside of being team oriented. You gotta be here. They say, okay, let me put that. Let me correct myself. We don't have to be. It's voluntary, but it's not voluntary. Remember those days? Yeah.
Ball mandatory.
Yeah, voluntary, mandatory. But I just feel like we had more days being around each other in the offseason than how these guys are today.
No, you're probably right. It's bounced all over the place. I know we used to practice more at 2 days. Now they have 1 a days. I feel like we used to be right back at it. The OTAs, the mini
OTAs,
camps.
right? I feel like we had more OTAs, the mini camps. It was I don't know. It was just more. It was more. We was at the facility all the time. It's like, nah, guys, I don't know when they start. I think they start like probably April, probably getting around. You know what I'm saying? Like these days, I don't know. But that's interesting. But guys are, like you said, all right, gyms, joining clubs, and they all buddy now, and hook up in off season. Let's work out together, destination wise, stuff like that. I never did any of that stuff. So I was at the facility. So, some years I was hurt too in off season too. I had to do a rehab, but it was just things like that. But it's just different. How was you, Ovie? What kind of guy were you?
For me, Michael, and this is fun because we're giving some fans behind the scenes of like the mindset of the athlete, at least of us old athletes. You guys are a little different, but my mindset was different in Baltimore than it was in Atlanta, because in Baltimore, I'd say I was less hungry in Atlanta because I got the deal, I got the starting job, but when I was in Baltimore, I literally was just follow the leader. I asked your boy, Lorenzo Neal, Max Strong, like all the top players. I'm like, where y'all working out? And my tailback, Jamal Lewis, I wanted Jamal to like me because he liked Alan Ricard, who was a starting fullback, and Harold Morrow was the second string fullback, and I was the third string fullback. Teams only have one fullback. I was a third string fullback. Jamal, he didn't really mess with me. Like he was cool. Like he wasn't like a jerk, but we ain't go out. Like we ain't grab a drink. He kept. I'm positive of this. he knew I was probably a little better than Alan Ricard, but Alan Ricard was his boy. So when the coach asked him, hey, who you want at your fullback? He's like, hey, I got to go with Riri. I got to go with Ricard. And there was a time where I was overtaking him. Ricard getting injured. He was slow, getting blown up in practice. And I'm out here, going toe-to-toe with Bart Scott, and Ed Hartwell, and Peter Boulware, even Ray Lewis at times. And I could not break in. So for me, like, hey, where you training, Jamal? I'm going to train there too. Hey, where you train? I'm going to train there too. I ended up going to San Antonio. A guy named Baby McClinton, Ryan Clark, and a bunch of guys were training there. It was literally Rocky type stuff where we were going up stadium steps and we were in like a Motel 6 and we were like, there's no lap of luxury. We were all just grinding, pulling tires and going to the beach and run. It was insane. But I just remember grinding real hard in Baltimore. In Atlanta, I stayed a lot more in Atlanta because there are people, Chip Smith type people who are here. I do workouts with people here, but I don't know. I really, even after I got the money, I wanted to make the Pro Bowl so bad that I got right back to work. That's from a lot of the Baltimore guys. Like Ray Lewis is like, I'll rest when I'm dead, because you'd see him a week off and he's back to work. And part of the reason those Hall of Famers had crazy success, they just kept on working. So, my story's a little bit different, but a lot of guys want it. It's just, can you put the work behind it to make sure that, hey, I want it, but I'm also doing everything I can to get that success?
Well, I just want to know what is this fire that you sensing from these young guys that's so different than ours? You know what I'm saying? Are you just appreciate seeing them in the gym working out? Like, okay, y'all guys are not being lazy. Y'all still work. I don't know. What's your take on it?
That's a good question, because us old guys, and I think the oldest guy we have there is like 71. And he's like, back in my days, back in the 70s. And you should tell Mike, it's right now for us, Exos. And we all, like, it's good for us because we're working out. They have the workouts for us, but just to be there every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is the rehab day, Monday, Tuesday, like upper body, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, lower body. But it's just been us old guys, and we've been connecting, whatever. But now to have an injection of actual current players, it changes the dynamic, because you get you're being on the pulse of all the storylines you saw throughout the season. You're like, hey, what was it like being with Aaron Rodgers out in Pittsburgh? Was he like a jerk, or was he really? Oh, hey, what was it like with this? And did the coach do this? And they fired that, and you weren't getting playing time. And so we get like behind the scenes just talking. So, but it's good to see the young guys still out there going for it, and gives us all old man flashbacks of what used to happen, and it kind of makes you wonder about like how the Falcons players are acting in the offseason. Speaking of which, this is our first time on since James Pierce's situation.
Oh my goodness!
And that was, and it's we'll try to be on the floor. When we saw that, I know everyone talked about it, and that cycle is over, but really it's not over, Mike, because they haven't made a decision. Yeah. They have not gone out and said, hey, he's off the team. Hey, he's suspended for 6 games. Or, hey, you know what? We're going to rehabilitate. We don't know what they're going to do. And unfortunately, Matt Ryan's going to have to make a very big decision very early in his career, a probably career-defining decision, because James Pierce, as we know, the best thing that's happened to the Atlanta pass rush since forever.
Since John Abraham, or since John
Abraham,
what's the boy named that? Vic Beasley, yes.
Vic Beasley.
and having Freeney on the opposite side.
Yes. So speaking of what you do in the offseason, they used to always tell us, don't get in trouble.
Don't get in trouble.
Don't get in trouble. They always tell us,
don't get in trouble.
Our running back coach, Gerald, he would very, to me, you, Corey, Jarius, like Anto, the whole crew, like, guys, somebody's gonna mess up. Don't let it be the running backs. Somebody's gonna do something stupid. Somebody's gonna get DUI. Somebody's gonna get in something violent. Don't let it be the running backs. And for the most part, we kept clean. For the most part.
For the most part.
Whoa. We were perfect, but we didn't do that. We didn't do what James did, and hopefully that brother gets the help he needs, because to have all of this ahead of you and to throw it away, it's something wrong with him.
Yeah. When you say they're throwing it away, they act like his career's over. I mean, here's the thing.
Go ahead. You speak first. You speak first.
No, I'm just saying. First of all, we don't know everything that happened. We don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
And we know it looks ugly.
It looks bad, Mike.
It looks bad. It looks bad. It looks bad.
Like it look good.
But we, at the end of the day, we don't know what the real punishment is going to be as far as the legal wise. Is it jail time? Is it probation? Like we don't. They can come to some agreement that we don't know about. I don't know if anything's mandatory punishment wise as far as that end. And I don't think this decision's on Matt. And to be honest with you, I think it's more off the blank than Matt.
Arthur Blank said he's giving control to Matt. Arthur Blank is very clear about how Matt is to be a. This is not a football decision at this point. This is a character issue. It's a character issue decision. It's more of like, do I want this guy on my team? Matt can't say, yeah, we should keep him. And Arthur Blank says the standard what he wants on this when he wants on his team. True.
And he knows James Pierce more than Matt does.
Yeah.
He's been around him more than Matt. So he kind of knows, like, hopefully he knows how much of a good kid he is.
Yeah.
Compared to the media, how the media might be trying to bash him. They was bashing for a little bit, but
yeah. And he deserves, like, if everything that they're saying he did, and a lot of the stuff they got video and evidence, then he deserves a lot of that. But I do not think that the people who want him to be
they want to be released right now.
Yeah, they want to be released now, and they want him to never play football again.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, the fact of the matter is, if somebody follows you around with a camera your whole life and you are in the spotlight, you will find situations where you've made mistakes as well, and you'd want a second chance. Right. And it's he got a second chance. Talk about NFL, good kid. The season, we didn't hear anything. This is horrible, but I don't say throw the baby out with the bathwater. And especially, you're gonna feel real stupid when somebody else picks him up, because he's not, because
somebody else going to pick him up.
The Carolina Panthers,
he's a first round pick. He's a first round pick.
The Buccaneers will pick him up tomorrow. They'll say thank you, and they'll get him. And you'll be sitting here, and and he'll rehab, and he'll get better, and he'll go get this charity and domestic violence. And you're like, dang, maybe we should have been so hasty. Maybe we should have let our emotions control us. What he did was absolutely horrible, but we also know that unfortunately there are guys in this league who have done worse and have found ways to actually rehabilitate and not only be productive members of society, but productive members of that team. So we don't want to let a talent like this go if we don't exhaust every opportunity to try and make it work, if he is truly, sorry and willing to do the right things, take the right steps. I just hate it for the franchise. People talk about it's cursed. We're cursed. Like, who does this happen to? Like, what are the chances? What are the odds?
I've seen something else about us being cursed too. Then he went through a whole rundown. I was like,
what are the odds?
Does sound bad for the Falcons. But this is more of a trust issue, though, Ovie. I think this is more of a trust. Do you trust this guy to be on your team? Because really, I don't know what the flags were coming out of college.
Yeah.
Was it domestic violence? Was it just like being late? I mean, I don't know exactly what the character issues were.
Yeah.
To really comment on that right now.
Yeah.
But they just said the only thing they said was character issues, character flaws, and that's what made them drop to us. But they ain't actually say to me, I'm not looking for it, like, to exactly like what exactly are the characters? Is this something like reoccurring? Is this a pattern?
Yeah.
Or this is a one-time thing? And like, I trust that you're going to get better. I gotta put people around you. You need real mentorship. You need real guidance around you. And sometimes you got to feel like you're part of a family. Some family members have issues that they need to work through, but they need help work through those problems. So we'll look dumb. We will look dumb if we cut the ties early on them. And that's what I'm saying. Do we trust them? Trust. And that's all about a football team. It's all about a family. Trust. It's all about trust.
Absolutely. And the good thing is that I feel like if we're able to get him back, we have mostly the same group. Thank God we kept Jeff Ulbrich, and we kept the majority of our defensive coaching staff, so we can create that same amazing storm of just pass rush. And we weren't perfect as a defense. Obviously, we were bend some more, but our pass rush was great. Speaking of which, we lost our defensive coordinator, defensive pass specialist,
whatever. Pass passing game defense.
Yeah,
Whatever
passing
they call
game
that
coordinator
stuff.
specialist.
Passing game coordinator, whatever.
Yeah, he's going to the Browns and becoming their defensive coordinator. So that's a huge step up for him. But I'm like, man, I don't know what our stats are right now but I know we had some holes in our defensive passing game. I know that pass rush was great, but even though we had AJ and Xavier and Jesse, we still gave up way too much. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that we're losing them. I just know that with Jeff in charge, we'll hopefully be able to plug up that hole and get back to where we left off last year, because that defense is fantastic.
It was promising. It was promising. It was
a very promising defense. Yeah. And if we can fix the part that we couldn't fix for decades, the pass rush, I feel like you just tinker here, tinker there. Linebacker, we got to figure out the Caden Ellis situation. So we're talking about free agency. Caden Ellis situation, got to figure out, Jesse Bates situation. People are saying, hey, if we got Xavier, why would we pay Jesse and re-up him? As a Wake Forest guy, I'm like, pay the man, but I'm biased.
Right.
But there are a lot of
Jesse's how old is Jesse?
He's
30, 31, something like that.
He's getting up there football years. Yeah. But Xavier, I think, is a reason to keep Jesse, because obviously being mentored by Jesse Bates helped Xavier Watts be lights out. I think him and James Pierce, defensive rookie of the year candidates. But the biggest free agent decision is going to be Kyle Pitts. I think one of the biggest ones. Kyle Pitts and Algier. And they're saying franchise Kyle Pitts. And I don't know what they're saying about Algier, because I don't see him choosing to be behind Bijan when he can be a starter. He was a starter, just the same way that Kirk Cousins. Because Kirk Cousins, he wouldn't stay if we wanted him to, because he's not going to be a backup when he knows he can start somewhere. He can start somewhere. Algier can start somewhere. Our free agency, and I mentioned this on the show before, we're not going to have anybody choose to stay here if we don't pay him. There are no hometown discounts being given, Mike.
Okay, hold on. Let's. You said a lot there.
I did.
Let's rewind to where you can start.
What'd you say? Rewind to what now?
What team you think you can start at right now?
Who? Algier?
Kirk. No, Kirk. Kirk Cousins.
Kirk? There's some horrible. He probably go to Cleveland to start. We swapping stuff. He probably go to Cleveland to start. I don't think Kirk Cousins to start somewhere in the league. Come on, Mike.
Not at this point. Not in the. His most favorable position right now is to come back to Atlanta.
Wow.
I think that's his best choice, to start for a couple games until Penix gets back healthy. Okay. I think that's his best option. I don't know. I don't see a team out there. Who's out there? Like, what team's out there? Just like, all right, Kirk Cousins. We gonna go after Kirk Cousins.
Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray.
Yeah, they still got Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is a better option than Kirk Cousins.
I mean,
maybe the Raiders. Maybe the Raiders.
The Raiders.
If they pick, say they got a number one pick. See, it's still pressure on, like, whatever. His time is ticking. That's my point. Is his time is ticking.
Oh, it's definitely ticking, but I just don't see him wanting to ride the bench again, because I Bleav there is a team that he can start for. I think his starting days are over. Oh, really?
I think it's time for him to
cover your ears, Kirk. Cover your ears. I'm talking about you. Cover your ears.
No, they are. They are. He's going to be a bridge to something else, or you're going to be on the bench, mentoring somebody. I mean, it's just back to reality.
Not Kirk O'Chains. Not my Kirk O'Chains.
Not your Kirk O'Chains.
No, the man's got it. The games he played last year,
they weren't that great. They won. We won. But they won. He didn't. He wasn't lights out. He wasn't lights out.
Was Sam Darnold lights out? We don't need a lights out quarterback. We need a above average quarterback.
Yes. Sam Darnold been lights out for the last 2 years. Yes. Do not disrespect Sam Darnold with Kirk Cousins.
I'm just saying, like, Sam Darnold's not like as Cam Newton would say, a game changer. He played some great plays in the Super Bowl, but everyone talked about it's the defense. If you had a great defense at quarter, his biggest value was not turning the ball over. 0 turnovers throughout the playoffs. Now, if Kirk can be mature enough, be better enough to do that, that's all we need, Mike.
I can't believe we having a Kirk Cousins versus Sam Darnold conversation right now.
Sam Darnold's better. I know that. I'm saying that Kirk Cousins is a type of quarterback, meaning a game manager quarterback like Sam Darnold.
I think no, you cannot. You can first of all, at this point, you can't say Sam Darnold was a game manager.
You think he took over games? You think he Tom Brady'd it? He Peyton Manned it? He never.
Look at the last two seasons. All right.
Well, last year he went off when he was all right.
With Minnesota. Look how they look without Sam Darnold.
True.
Okay, now look, went to Seattle, Super Bowl. Okay, so I think that's more than a game. I think that's more than a game manager.
He's slightly he's a game changer when he needs to be. So, but Kirk can be too. I think we're going to lose Kirk. It's already been said. Adam Schefter, everybody's saying that Kirk is gone.
I don't think so. I don't think that's
It's
necessarily true.
All right. Well, as far as I know, Kirk's gone. We're going to franchise Pitts. Algier's gone. Going to lose Caden Ellis.
Is that okay? Okay, no. Let's go to Algier. Now let's go to Algier. We don't know if Algier's going to be gone.
There's no way. If I'm his agent, Michael,
we don't know his price tag.
You sat behind LT. You knew you could start. Obviously, you could start. You were one of the best tailbacks. I think the best tailback in Falcons history. You would not have been Michael Turner if you stayed.
It's a different
behind LT. Why would you stay behind LT if Algier wouldn't stay behind Bijan?
Because back then they were still paying running backs when I was a free agent. We don't know what's going to be offered to him out there. We don't know, did he do something to garnish that big payday, that big paycheck that we all think he's supposed to get, right?
Yeah.
And another thing, Kenneth Walker's out there now.
Oh, that's right.
Super Bowl MVP. So
it's a system. Kenneth Walker's not better than Algier. I'm sorry, I said it. He's not. It was a system that worked for, and the lineman that worked. Okay, he's great.
Okay.
He's big.
Hold on. Okay, slow down. You slow down. This is my scenario. I see a scenario where I can see a scenario where Seattle comes and gets Algier if they think Algier is cheaper.
Yeah.
And if it's truly the system, Algier will fit perfectly right in with Seattle. You know, right. I can see them snatching them up something like that and let Kenneth Walker go out there and get big money somewhere else.
Oh yeah, but either way, Algier's not staying here again.
But we don't know.
Caden Ellis is gone, and Kirk Cousins is gone. Everybody's gone. No one's staying. You're not.
Everybody's gone. We just got a brand new team next year. Brand new team.
Everybody's gone. Well, shoot, Mike. We got to wrap this up, man. I'm excited for the offseason. I think that the coaches have a lot that's cooking. I love the staff. You know, I think a lot of fans, even the ones who didn't like Stefanski initially, have calmed down because the staff he's put together, offense side, the staff that Ulbricht's put together, bring back some guys, making some tweaks here, I see the path to victory. I see the fact that we're going to be another week NFC South. I see the fact that even though we have a harder schedule probably this year, the schedule's out? No, someone's we had a hard schedule.
The teams that we're playing is out, not the dates.
Yeah, all right. We're playing it's out. It's gonna, it's not gonna be a cakewalk. We're not gonna get the Patriots treatment, but we got something. If we can get the QB figured out, because Michael Penix says he's gonna be back day one. I hope so. He's supposed to say that. Whether he'll actually be back, no one knows but him. And we have to have somebody ready, because we can't have Boo Boo the Fool as a coach there. Like, I can be quarterback. No, we want someone to help us not lose the first 2 or 3 games, because as you see, one game can make the difference in us being in the playoffs or not.
I know. Yeah, we got to pay attention to the quarterback market too, because we're going to need somebody who's going to be ready week 1, just in case Michael's not. We can say like Jimmy Garoppolo, somebody's off, somebody off the beaten path that's out there that could.
Mac Jones, get somebody.
Mac Jones. Yeah, I think San Francisco, they keeping him. I think they committed to keeping him. So like, it's not. I don't see a big window out there for Kirk. I think Kirk is best choice. Come out there, play. Give us 4 games. Give us 4 games until Mike's ready, and we paid you enough. We paid you enough already. We paid you enough already. I can see.
Yeah, we can
go up into the sunset. But as far as him being a starter and him thinking like that, he shouldn't.
Cover your ears, Kirk. I'm talking about you.
No, like, we sick of us. Hell, shit. Russell Wilson for a couple games. Like, we only need a couple games from somebody out there. You know,
I love Jameis Winston. I would love nothing but to hang out with Jameis Winston for a couple games and get the he'd be great. He'd be a perfect guy. He'd be real cheap, cost effective, and he'll
just
find a way.
Couple games, just a couple games. That's all we need. So, as far as we know, we just need a couple games. And the tight end situation is too. We could be getting the guy. What's his name? Njoku.
Oh, Njoku, yeah.
Even though he's around 30 years old, he played 9 years. He played 9 years in the league, so he's kind of up there in age. I don't know if we want to go younger, stay young.
We need somebody who can do both. Like if Kyle Pitts leaves or we can't pay him, we need somebody who can be a
likely
great blocker as well. Because with Kyle Pitts, you know they know when he's out there. They're running the other way. They're not running towards Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is not the worst blocker, but he's not a blocking tight end that can also catch. You have to choose sometimes. He chose to be, a receiver tight end, and that's fine. But
we'll talk to you guys in Baltimore about Isaiah Likely. He's a free agent this year too. So
I'll make some phone calls.
Make some phone calls in Baltimore. See if he's interested to come to Atlanta. We got to figure out our tight end situation. He made All Pro this year. Do you believe that? Kyle Pitts made All Pro this year. So that boosts up his.
Oh yeah. No, he had his best year since his rookie year. He had a great year. I just don't know if we can afford to pay him what he wants. The franchise, it also is still a commitment. So we'll make a decision. But hey, for now, we got to wrap up. Mike, as always, appreciate you being on. Appreciate you guys listening. Y'all Bleav in Falcons, and we'll talk soon.
All right. See ya.